What's up guys, Jason here. Before we start this video, I want to say a huge thank you to my buddy Aiden, the Rat God on Instagram. If you're not following him, you probably should. He's got some pretty cool stuff there. He works for Garrett Hartle at Reach Out Reptiles. Super nice kid, really hardworking. He spent a bunch of time putting together an intro, like a intro roll for us and for the channel. I'm gonna play that now, or after this little speaking thing, before the start of this video. Please comment down below and let me know what you think of it. It's kind of a rough draft still. We can still work on it and tweak some things, but let me know what you like and don't like, what should change, what you think it needs. We're kind of shooting for right around that 30-second mark, but looking for just a really fun, energetic kind of montage of what the channel and Morph Mixology and that's all about. So thank you so much, Aiden. I hope you see this video. I really appreciate all your hard work. And for the rest of you, down in the comments, let us know, let me and Aiden know what you think, what we should change, what you like, and we'll make it better. Let's roll that intro. What's up YouTube, Jason here, Morph Mixology Reptiles. Welcome back to the channel. It has been so long. Really hasn't been that long, it's been a couple weeks, but it feels like it has been ages since I've been on this channel in front of the camera. I've been in and out of the snake room a little bit because I got to maintain it at least, but it has been forever because if you hadn't heard yet, our newest addition finally arrived. Baby Mixology, aka Zara Louise Bigler, finally graced us with her presence. She'll be 2 weeks ago on Monday at the time of recording this. But on August 17th at about 6 o'clock in the evening. So, as you can well imagine, we have been overwhelmed and and tired. Yeah, bye-bye sleep, I guess, right? No, actually, Mama Mixology, Miss Mixology, she did a fantastic job. Baby came relatively effortlessly, so to speak. Obviously, I didn't do any of the work, so I have no room to speak about that. But no, she came out great. No issues, all 10 fingers and toes. You know, happy and healthy. Smaller than we anticipated, but that's probably to Mama's benefit. But no, just very excited. We had family here the last week, helping with the baby and actually helping in the snake room, oddly enough. But yeah, it's just crazy, crazy hectic times. But that does not mean that snake hatching and snake eggs stop. So we have been surprisingly effective at getting eggs this year. Lucky, I guess, is a better way to put it, to be honest with you. If you have been watching the videos, especially all year, you have seen the move, having the snakes all in a trailer for almost a month while it was 100 degrees outside, getting them over here, having them in the garage before I got the room built, way too hot, the whole 9 yards. And I swore, I thought we were going to lose the majority of the season. So I was remarkably surprised when we started getting clutches on a regular basis. You can't see it because it's off camera for the most part, but at the moment there are 10 clutches in here and I've already hatched 8. So clutch 18 is down there brewing away. We've got, I think, at least two more that I'm waiting to lay, a potential for 4 or 5, but this is insane. We did 8 clutches last year. There's 18 here currently and we're not done. So I have been super grateful, and all of you guys that have helped out, you guys know who you are, that have reached out to us and that, thank you so much for helping out. And the rest of you, thank you for being patient with us because it's been a crazy, crazy few months. That being said, I'm going to skip ahead in the past, if that makes any sense. And we are going to go through clutch 8 because I'm sorry, I cannot wait until it falls in the right order of when to show you these. And I've been a total failure at clutch updates. Most of the stuff is sold and gone anyway, so I can't do them now. But we're going to go right to clutch 8 and do a clutch reveal and see if with any stroke of luck, out of 4 eggs, did we hit the Scaleless. It's been a long 56 days to see this clutch come out. All right, spoiler alert, they're not in here. They're already hatched. I know the answer to the question. I'm going to show you what we got in clutch 8. All right, so before I get to the final clutch and show you how the results and odds gods played in, I'll remind you what the pairing was here. This is our boy Hades. He is a pastel Enchi, obviously scaleless head. Really high expression scaleless head. This one came from Josh and Jackie at Ball Python Shed. And he's sired a couple clutches for us now, including the one last year with the super Enchi scaleless head, which we did another pairing of this year, and we'll make some more of those and better. And those eggs are due to be cut here in a couple of weeks, so we got some cool stuff coming. But this is Dad, pastel Enchi scaleless head. And here's Mom. She's a little bit smaller on the smaller side of our breeders. She is back on food, so that's encouraging. This is Persephone, and Persephone is just a normal scaleless head, not as high of expression. You can see it in the pattern and coloring a little bit as well too. This is very banded and whatnot, kind of almost Enchi-like, but she's just scaleless head. Scaleless head does that and stuff. I've noticed last year too when I produced a few that the scaleless head influence is awesome. So even if you're not trying to make a pure scaleless, using scaleless head can work a lot like fire, for instance, where it enhances in one way or another. And the scaleless head stuff I've seen and made has all been really quite interesting. So just a normal scaleless head, Persephone, and she gave us 4 eggs. So let's show you those. All right, so not really any particular order here other than just what, I guess, least gene combo to most gene combo. It's kind of a fun way to do it. So the first one up, again, 4 eggs. So the odds here for a full scaleless are 1 in 4 genetically. But sometimes, as I have learned the hard way, you miss on the odds. So the first one up here is a little scaleless head male. Really super high scaleless head. See if we can focus in on that. Look, check that out. Really wonky scaleless head. That's awesome. And this is just a scaleless head. Same thing. See, you kind of get that Enchi feeling. It's banded in that, but it's not Enchi because look at the front half. Still some alien heads in that. Just a scaleless head influence. Makes them kind of bright. Makes the pattern a little goofy. Scaleless head male. Second up, we hit scaleless head female. So just like that last one, scaleless head, not quite as high of expression, but it's still there. Scaleless head female, same deal, a little bit of banding. Obviously, these all have the split vent scale, which is indicative of scaleless head, but the scaleless head influence on these, as opposed to some I made last year, is much more prominent, so not too bad. Scaleless head female. Then we hit this beautiful little girl. This is a copy of the dad. I actually hit 2 of these last year as well, 2 or 3, I can't remember. This is a pastel Enchi scaleless head. It's a really nice blown out scaleless head on this one. Crazy, crazy bright pastel Enchi. Beautiful color. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, but it's just crazy. This thing is just electric. She's really, really nice. Big, chunky girl too. She's just the last one out, and she took every bit of the egg yolk that she could. So we'll get them shed and get her feeding. And I didn't mention it. Everything from this clutch will be for sale. So I'll mention that all at the end, and you can check out the website, and we can get you hooked up with some scaleless head stuff. Pastel Enchi scaleless head female. And then the final one in the clutch was absolutely blown away. We hit the odds exactly 1 in 4 on this girl. Yes, you heard me right. Girl. This is what I'm believed to be a pastel scaleless, and I'm going to label her as pastel scaleless possible Enchi. I've talked to a few people that have hatched a number of scaleless before. They are so difficult to ID because when you remove the scalation, even though the pattern is still there from what it would be with scales, it's so hard to see blushing and flames and stuff like that. So it's 6 1/2 dozen together. Let me put them side by side so you can see what I mean. So here's a pastel Enchi scaleless head and a pastel scaleless head pastel scaleless possible Enchi. You could see where I could get Enchi out of this as well, but I just don't know enough, and it's not so glaringly obvious to me to list it as that. So I'm going to list her as pastel scaleless possible Enchi, and she'll be priced accordingly. If you have been paying attention to the scaleless market, they have come down, but not a ton. They've stabilized, but they are still not what I would claim as cheap by any stretch. She is, however, definitely available. We're not going to keep her. We've got some other stuff we need to take care of first, and I'll hopefully make some more next year. But just blown away. She's absolutely stunning. So smooth. Aside from physically being smooth, like just the color and the pattern, as soft as it is, it's just crazy. Pastel, scaleless, possible Enchi female. So there you go, guys. I just honestly absolutely blown away. We hit the odds exactly as the math says, 1 in 4. But the fact that the other 3 were all scaleless heads is just amazing, and 3 girls at that. So like I said, all of them will be available. They've just now come out of the eggs, so we're waiting for that first shed and then to get them eating. I'm going to talk to a few friends of mine that have done scaleless before and make sure that I get that scaleless female going correctly and in the right environment so that she doesn't have any issue with her skin. And anybody that's interested in buying that's not crazy familiar with it, I'll try to help them as much as I can or point them in the direction of people that can to make sure that she thrives. So I'm super excited on those. Send me a message. Instagram's easiest in all honesty, but Instagram, Facebook, through the website, email, whatever. It's Morph Mixology everywhere. If you're interested in any of these, male scaleless head possible. Those other 2 are possible Enchi, but I wouldn't put my money on it. I had some Enchi scaleless head last year, and they looked a little bit different. So I'm just going to put them as normal scaleless heads. If you get something as a bonus, that's a bonus. So male scaleless head, female scaleless head, female pastel Enchi scaleless head, and the female pastel scaleless possible Enchi. All available. Super cool clutch. Could not be more excited. So that's going to do it for this week, guys. We've got so much stuff hatching around here. Keep an eye on the website, morphmixology.com/available, or Morph Market. We're live on Morph Market now, full, ready to go. Everything's on there. You can buy directly from the website. You can buy through Morph Market. It doesn't matter. We'll work with you on what we can do. I know shipping's kind of crazy right now, but we've got tons of stuff available, and there's 62 eggs in this incubator still to hatch. So we got a lot more to go, and I'm still waiting on a few more really key clutches. There's some big stuff coming up. Next clutch to cut is next week. I might do an Instagram live or a YouTube live. I'm not sure. It just really depends on how the schedule goes. Otherwise, I might just film that one and put it up as a regular video. But that is the scaleless head pied clutch. So huge step in the right direction for the scaleless pied project. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are having a great time as much as you can with all the crap going on. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.